6,
Why
11,
Three,
3.2,
Three.
1, 2, 5.
5. 3, my lord.
3.
Crimson, why are you playing fucking Pathfinder right now?
Actually, I was wondering
I'm
that.
loading everything up.
Well, it was better than you, Mr. Fortnite.
I was on a stream with another friend.
Listen, like after November 7th, I'm gonna have a switch, and like you're gonna be like, "Where the hell's Blank?" He's like, "Oh, he's playing Starlinks again, isn't he?"
Yeah.
Let's turn on that.
Oh, you can also do the Fortnite too, because that's also allows.
Yeah, no, I heard about that. Like, oh, wow, way to go, Sony. Stop being douches.
Wow.
Yeah, they're probably only really doing that for Fortnite, and they're probably just gonna drag their heels for everyone else.
Oh yeah, no,
If they even do it at all, let alone.
No,
Oh, not
now
because you
that
also.
they've actually done it, they're gonna have to potentially do it for some of the other things, but they're still gonna drag their heels as much as they can because they want to be their own thing.
Except BioWare, because they fucking lied.
What? How so?
Because remember, the reason why they said when they asked the reason why we won't have blame Sony, we won't have Fallout 76 won't have won't have
wrong one. Bethesda, you said BioWare.
Yeah, Bethesda saying no crossplay.
Technically, it may be possible, but yeah, I think Sony had their arm twisted by a lot of people.
Well, it's just due to the fact that Fortnite is huge. It's ridiculous for them to just like go out and just say, "Oh, because we're Sony, we don't want to do crossplay." Bruh.
Yeah. Fortnite is even able to actually get downloads without going through the Google store.
That's surprising as hell.
Because Android, you don't really need to. You just need the APK
they don't want to give Google the slight percentage that they would get for having people buy it on the App Store there.
Of course.
And people actually have been downloading it.
I would have, but I haven't found it.
Anyway, just a heads up to everybody, we do have the tabletop up if you want to jump in.
Tabletop's up, stream's up. Hi, people.
Hello, everybody.
Loading.
Hello, all you lovely people that are watching us. By the way, I got a hell of a shock. I just bought Mega Man 11 for PS4, which I'm happy for. But when I was buying it, the GameStop was just like, "Oh, do you want to get the strategy guide?"
Strategy guide?
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there like, a strategy guide for Mega Man 11. Really?
Oh.
This is one of the few games I can never imagine there ever being a strategy guide for this. So I'm just like, really? A strategy guide? They're like, yeah, take a look. They bring out this hardcover Prima game book, and it's got like
game guide.
Prima game guide. It's got cards in the back. I'm just like, so they make a guide for Mega Man 11, but not for Dragon Quest 11. Really? So it's just like, yeah, okay. And I take a look at the back. I look at the MSRP, manufacturer suggested raping price, $40. The game is $30. $40 guide for a $30 game. And I'm just like, no, the guide is more than the game. That does not pan out. I don't care who you are. And yeah, it's a nice hardcover. I could beat somebody with it. It's nice. It's a decent size.
And yet you still bought it.
No, I did not buy it. I actually walked away from that. That was my limit. That right there was my limit. A $30 game.
Once he said no.
I said no, and I meant no. So yeah. Besides, I also got like World Ends With You coming out next week. I also have a Anime Bonsai in a couple of weeks. And might have to. What the hell?
Is Blue supposed to have fallen over there?
Yes. Is that a door? Please tell me that's a door.
Oh, it's from Crimson. Crimson, you got a little kid running around over there, don't you?
No, it's a dog.
It's a dog?
That's what it sounds like.
It sounds like a child.
That's Pepper.
It sounds like a squawk. It sounds like a squeaking dog, and it's actually concerning me a little bit.
She's whining.
But no, I mean,
it's laying there not doing anything.
It's Mega Man. It's had the same formula for 30 years. I mean, yeah, they added a few new twists to it, but there's no need for a strategy guide. I'm sorry. That has got to be the biggest waste of paper and money I have ever seen. Actually, no, I stand corrected. There have been bigger wastes, but that was a hell of a one.
Technically, the Dark Souls book is a big waste of paper and thing because it doesn't include like the one of the
DLC. You could have just said the DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as far as back as I remember.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have the DLC.
I'll get in game in just a second.
You're lucky. You're lucky. I went on an 11 tirade. You know, I was having Silent take over your entire group.
Oh, I know.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right. So enough tirade here, and I'm pretty sure more than enough. Whoever can is going to be joining us on stream now. So, yes. What's up, Krim?
Why did you name the non-generic Canadian Fluffy?
Why did I name it who?
Why did you name that non-generic Canadian Fluffy?
Which one?
What Canadian? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know, over here where you didn't block us being able to see in your DM zone, why did you name it Fluffy?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Those are extra tokens just in case the other ones go flying, you doof. Or if he somehow loses them.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's literally his setup as of late. That's what I set up for him.
Yeah,
specifically.
that's
swing.
I was just messing around with things. I can assure you they have nothing to do with this.
You know what? From the way they have Fiona, this could be a way to have another player in, which is add another player.
As a random AI that jumps around from thing to thing.
Go to page 14.
I have closed it. We can look at it later.
I probably shouldn't have given them out that book right now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
so
there's worse things you could have done. Get killed by Red Kinnear.
I just so we're clear, I also bought this book.
Oh, okay, that's good. Good to hear. Good and great.
Good on you, man.
By the way,
kids,
yes.
Just check the Roan thing.
Right. Anyway, but before I forget, actually, never mind, not forgetting. Let's just get started here before I have to introduce some sort of clown pony that's going to lead a smile parade down the entire area just to make things happen. All right.
Last time I checked, it was on my turn, right?
Yep, it was on your turn. At the moment, the two griffins have noticed that something is amiss. And of course, the others are also aware that something is amiss because they are missing one of their three trio. Along with that, over where Rustical is, I thought there were more people over. Oh, you're hiding. I see.
No, we just took out this.
They just jumped the dude in the bush.
You just jumped the dude. Rusty saw a shrouded pony. And
I saw a shrouded pony. Rusty can see a shrouded pony.
Yeah, you saw a shrouded. He could see a shrouded. Not in just to make sure I put it's a nondescript pony in a very nondescript brown cloak, much like a monk.
Yes.
Basically like a traveler's cloak, so there's no identifying marks that you can tell in any way.
Yep.
And blanked, I am chill.
Anyway, just making sure
But you're not ice cold.
He's not Vanilla Ice.
If we were face to face right now, my eyes would be squinting so hard you would confuse me as a Japanese man.
It would be a lot better than getting pounded by Blank just because he can't handle it.
Man, that phrasing.
I stand by my phrasing.
Yeah, I know you do.
But you're closer to the M than me, so you'll be getting the pounding.
And that phrasing.
I didn't say anything like that.
But yeah, in any case, all of us are supporting the Blue Haven book. So those of you who are watching on stream and you're curious about Roan and you already picked up a copy of the main guide, check out Blue Haven over at Drive-Thru RPG. It's $10 and it looks like a really interesting story from what some of us have read. Anyway,
expansions are fun.
Yes,
expansion. They also might expand on some rules.
Well, it's more of a story than an expansion, but it still gives you a little bit more to go with.
Yes.
I'm just hoping that the world at Roar just has more in Canadian, so I can give Val a proper update to her sheet.
Why does
Like I
end up that far back?
Don't know. And blank, like I said, this reading through it, having the time to read through it, it feels like Call of Cthulhu.
Well, hey, there's magical, weird, creepy elements in this fucking game. We just don't poke them enough yet. Mostly in the form of the rats. Anyways.
Anyway.
Turn, go.
It's me. I'm going to try and take out these two shot.
So you're going for, he's going for a double shot.
Yeah.
All right.
What was it last go?
Sorry.
Yeah. What was it last go round? Yellow.
What do you mean?
Like the, were you trying to go for a double call shot?
Yeah.
Oof. It's up to you, boss.
Okay. So, obviously you're going for a headshot for 1. We already know that's a 6. Along with that, we've already calculated before that a double headshot is a tricky one, but it is doable with a +2 increase in difficulty. You do have the skills for it, so there's no penalty. So you do have to add an 8 or higher success rate.
All right, and I'm going to use. I'm also use crack shock to add 2 combat dice to make my. What would it be? 16 dice to 18, if I remember correctly. Matt, wasn't that what it was?
Crack shot is the one for called shots, right?
Yeah, crack shot adds 2.
Hold on, let me load up your sheet here so I can double check the numbers. Loading. Here we are, loading. Right.
Though I think in the future, if I make a double headshot, I'm going to make it so it's just 6 for each of them. But for now, that's what I...
Make it 2 separate rolls.
Well, essentially, but this is what I established for the time, so I am going to be generous and continue with what I established for this round.
All right, then, circuit for it to be a success, how many did I have to roll?
You have to have more than 8 in success.
All right. I'm going odds. All right, the numbers are 6, 5, 5, 5, 5. That's 4. 4. That's 6, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4. All right, that's 5 positives. 1, 2, 3, 5. 10 out of 19.
All right.
Close. He almost failed that.
He almost did, and it would have been fun, but I guess not. So you take the crack shot, and pang, ping. You manage to drop them both in one shot.
You die.
Only one somebody can die.
Yeah, I was gonna say, fucking, this isn't revive, die, revive, die, revive, die.
It was that bad of a shot that they basically are struggling to live.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And now these guys are gonna probably panic.
Well, it's definitely gonna grab their attention. However, it's not their turn just yet. So Silent went, and Medic still has a turn. Go ahead and take control of Medic.
All right.
That gun is.
Where is she?
Probably still heard it.
Well, I'm sure they heard it, but considering the 2 bodies also falling to the ground, it's.
Yeah.
These 3 are staring at it. So.
Yeah, they're going to notice this no matter what. There's no question. You can have a perception of 1. They're going to notice this. Well, maybe a perception of 1. They somehow managed to miss that. It's like, hey, did you guys fall down or something?
And then you roll the dice and somehow roll out a 0.
You somehow.
How did you fall over? Oh, they had how they drool and lemonade everywhere.
No.
The perception roll was so bad. They think lemonade is red.
No. You somehow roll negative. You somehow roll negative numbers.
Actually, no, wait. He could actually roll a 0 if he got really unlucky. And if he says evens and they're all odds. And they're all odds. So, a 0 roll can, in fact, happen.
Yeah,
the other griffins all don't notice they were staring at the sun.
It's across the mountain!
That's how intense.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where fucking. I'm trying to find where she is.
In the trees, far back, over here.
Medi's over here on this side, in the back near the tree line. Her and Toa were sneaking around trying to reposition, so they're right there in the middle of transition.
They're in the fucking tree, so I can't actually see them.
Yeah, back here.
Just look up.
From your token, I've made a line.
Medi's here. I have no idea where Toa is. Toa's here.
Toa's over here next to the tree, but Toa can move himself.
Toa's back, so he can move himself. So, Medi's right here where you see my hand and my little arrow.
Actually, what is Medi's move?
Medi can fly, so she can move pretty far. So she
had a move of 10, didn't she?
I don't think she's got that big.
Was it? No. Toa had the 10. Medi was a 6.
Yeah, Toa's got the most movement-ish.
I think she was like a 6 or a 7.
Well, she's had more when she was able to fly, because that's 1.5.
Yeah, it's the same as her move is 6 and fly is the same as run 1.5. Which I'm wondering. Yeah.
You know, every time I'm picturing the fucking double kill happen, some shit from Sniper Elite like this plays. It's in our.
I noticed.
That is not an incorrect idea.
Ooh, I like that. Anyway.
Alright, let me try and go back to my Google Drive and let me pull up her sheet. So I did message her too. Because right now I'm gonna have Medic hide right there in the tree line.
Okay.
I think she'd be a bit more useful up in the shooting with the arrows.
Well, in this case, I'm just gonna let Silent run it however he wants, whether shooting arrows or just hiding in a tree line. Granted, yeah, I'd see her more trying to go out and shoot, but that's just me. I trust Silent in his judgment. So.
To be fair, she is a bit gung-ho.
Well, in any case, Sapphire goes and hides in the tree because that's what Silent says.
No, I'm saying this because for right now, I don't know her for her shit, her dice pool, so I can't really.
I've got her sheet up. I can help you with dice pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just ask Seems if you have any questions. He's the freaking dynamo when it comes to this stuff.
He's our cross reference when it comes to the book shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun.
It's fun, and we love him for it.
Yesterday, I got the package sent out that he wanted, and included a pin that I had lying around from Midwest Brony Fest.
What? What in the hell are you talking about? That was literally out of nowhere.
It really came out of nowhere. We'll throw that one off to the side. What are we doing now?
I have no idea anymore.
We have Medi in a tree, and now what? Knock.
That's what okay, you got Medi under a tree, and Toa still has a movement.
Yeah.
I basically moved to protect the escape route for Silent and Medic if we are suppressed in the air. You know what I mean?
So you basically stand there and continue to wield shields.
What escape route? Where?
It's Toa. He's.
Everywhere is an escape route. They have a giant. There's no actual wall behind them. They can retreat back into the forest. The whole area is their escape route.
Gonna come around and try and flank us like we did them?
I suppose, but you can see where the group is entirely in front of you, and right now probably about maybe like maybe about 3 football fields out is the rest of the fucking army. You know, the group, the fucking base, more or less. All the armed forces just waiting. And I just feel like you're just being weird.
Not being weird.
He's being overly cautious.
Just went. He is. I think he's pretty weird.
He's basically being Toa.
He's being over cautious for an event that shouldn't happen because we're in a fucking forest.
Mm.
We're in a forest.
Where my overcaution.
Yeah, you know what?
I like how he's trying. I don't like how he's trying to
actually state where you're going to be setting up this protection. Are you standing where you are, or are you moving?
I am, and I'm just going to go shield wall.
Where?
So you're going to stand underneath the tree, away from everybody you're trying to protect, and shield wall.
Well,
listen.
No, if that's what he wants.
No, I'm just going to say this is like, listen. I play Braum. I play Braum. I move as Braum.
So not at all.
Wait, why up there? Silence down here. Medi's around here. Why go up to the roost that has no importance anymore?
Yeah. I'm the one in the fucking kill box.
Yeah, Silence is actually in danger. He's actually the one who's more likely to get spotted.
You know what? I will go ahead.
Rock in front of the wave.
I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I will let him do this. So, as all of you are getting ready for a possible big fight, you see a robot suddenly run up the crow's nest and then hold out his shields like his life depended on it.
Then the crow's nest gets shot the fuck up.
Or just crumbles because he's heavy.
For some reason, tabletop's lagging me a bit, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
I can tell, actually.
Yeah, you're pinging like mad, man.
No.
Okay, so that sounds like the end of your move.
So in all seriousness, is that what your move is, or are you gonna stand where you are and raise shields?
I think he stepped away for a second.
Okay.
Okay, so Sapphire is right there. Then yes, where I'm at right now on the board is where I'm going to shield wall and protect slot to come.
Okay, so basically he's perceiving possible threats everywhere and raising up shield walls to protect Sapphire for some reason.
So basically he's tailing Sapphire. She's trying to move. Is what he's trying to say.
Essentially. So that's what he does. Okay.
Huh?
So yeah, he's basically tailing Sapphire and raising his shields up like they're about to be attacked from behind for some reason.
I have trust issues with Circuit ever since the cave incident.
Fair enough on the trust issues, but in all honesty, there's a thing between having trust issues and another of seeing what's actually there.
Okay, so whose go is it next?
It's actually your guys' now. So Val, Pulpe, Krim, it is now your guys' go.
How fun. Okay. I don't think I've rolled initiative, so I don't think I have any actual things, except for Val's gonna like. That's about it.
All right, so Val's moving along the wall to keep an eye out.
Mm-hmm. More or less the same for Rusty. What was my What was my gauge at last week? It's been 2 weeks.
Rusty has one more action before you need to
Okay,
roll
so
again.
after this turn again is when I need to roll. Okay, so I'm gonna get my dice roller out.
So,
oh boy, let's see if the Rusty
just
gauge.
held on for dear life as Blue attacked this thing in the bush.
It's monkey in the bush.
So we're sitting in the bush still.
It is knock the crap out.
Yeah, okay. You're currently sitting in the bush after you knocked somebody out. Just sitting there.
Do we see him?
Sharp.
Roll
No,
a. I don't think you would, but roll a quick perception just in case.
No, because when you have a
Yeah.
bush too, you've got a giant wagon between you and them.
You gotta face a wagon.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think after we take it down, we step out of the bush. So which direction do you step out of the bush?
Towards the wagon.
Blue's coming out of the wagon. Why is he in the wagon?
That way.
Now I'm in the wagon too. Sorry, the opportunity was there and I had to take it.
Well, I was the one that set up the opportunity. I'm glad somebody grabbed it. Okay, sorry. Bad South Park joke.
We're really bad for each other at times.
Okay. So Blue literally.
But it's on that
Did
square.
you? Did they knock out the guy in the bush?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, they knocked out the
so
guy in
you
the
move
bush.
to between the front of these two.
Yep, he's going between. I'm assuming between the wagons.
Right.
And
Okay.
Pulpe follows as best he can.
Pulpe's riding him right now.
Okay.
So yeah, following isn't the opportune word. More like piggybacking.
Okay, so then, as we're making this simple move, where is my perception? If I can potentially perceive anything.
Besides the back of besides the back of a head of a bird.
Well,
What is wrong with your character? That's what's wrong with your character. Fucking.
Well, technically, he's supposed to be like right here, on top of him.
Put him beside him. Just put him beside him. We know how he's actually supposed to be positioned.
yeah, I'm sitting on his back. I don't know exactly how tall that would be, if that would be over these or not, but let's...
Actually, that is a good question.
He's actually much larger. The idea is that this thing actually takes up the whole... He's like 15-foot long wagons, and therefore would probably be actually much taller than even the walls here. I just didn't size him up right.
So if...
So the actual size would be more like this. I just didn't think about it at the time.
Okay.
I can understand the length, but those are some pretty tall wagons. Like unnecessarily tall.
They're probably...
No, that's about the size of a normal trailer. Technically, these are supposed to be like trailers more than wagons.
I know what
I don't have a trailer thing I can use. I can't take off the back of one of these guys and use it. So.
I mean, what I mean is, I don't know what trailers you've dealt with, but besides they're giant, supposed to move car trailers,
He's probably talking about like troop transport and big cargo trailers. Which, yeah, they would be pretty big, but they're yeah, you wouldn't be looming over them.
They wouldn't be looming over you, but they'd be big enough.
Big enough that me sitting on his back I wouldn't be able to see anything.
You're both obscured.
I'd say you're both obscured because I keep these things small and compact so we can still.
For better or worse, there's literally just a literal wall that is closing in real fast, but you still cannot see one another.
Okay, so I will forego rolling perception because all I'll be able to potentially see is line this way and that way.
Okay. And Rustical still gets a move.
While you're moving Rustical, Blue looks underneath the wagon wheels.
You gonna look under the wheels?
Yeah, where there's an unobstructed view.
While Pulpe's on your back.
Pulpe just falls over.
Holding on tight. I've got ride. Do you need me to make a ride check?
No. I'm just making sure I validate that he acknowledges that he is doing this while you're on his back.
Yes, I mean,
All right.
seeing quadrupeds can lower their heads basically to the ground.
Okay, okay. You'll get on all fours and you're looking under the wagon.
You still gotta roll
I
perception.
have been on all fours.
And perception.
Okay, actually,
Evens.
okay. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were on your back legs the whole time here, so that's my bad.
That's Val.
No, that's Val. Val was always on hind legs because of the sword wielding shenanigans.
3 out of 4.
You look under the wagon wheels. Them's nice wheels. You also think you can see a little something in the distance, but it just looks like a piece of cloth. Not too far distant, but just kind of like out there a good chunk of the way.
Welcome back, Crimson.
Alright.
Okay, and
That's
now that I know you're on all fours, that actually brings a lot more perspective here to me. Anyway, we still got Rustical.
Rusty's still watching for the moment, just trying to figure out what she can do, mostly because, you know, whistling worked when people were unaware, but now she's noticing something's up. And plus, she can probably see Birdo over here on this side, so whistling might not be a good idea. So all she can do is sit and wait at this moment, and now I gotta roll.
Well, it's a good distance, so you might still need a bit of a perception check.
True. I'll roll perception real quick, make sure to see if she can actually see the other bird on the other side. The bird on the side of the tree, or that side of the bird. How much is that bird in the window? Anyways.
How much is that bird in the window?
Thank you.
Oh God.
You okay?
Just give me a second.
Yeah, I'm
Okay, rolling 8. Okay. I was like, is it 8 dice? Yes, it's 8 dice. Boop. I'm gonna go for odds and goddamn it, half and half.
half and half.
So basically got 4 out of 8. So half and half.
Nah, yeah,
Flip a
she can
coin.
see a she can see a rock. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't always get the super rolls. But now here's the big roll.
All right. So first,
Rolling. Hey, it's a 6. Go fuck yourself, Josh.
Why is there a green die in the middle of the table?
that is
Oh,
from
it's a green.
that is from me. But didn't you already do the roll for Rustical before we?
No, it was back to. Oh yeah, did I actually?
Yes.
You did a roll earlier, but then we had a couple of actions.
I thought you did the refresher roll before the end of that, or.
Well, no.
Before the end of, at the end of the, not last session, the session before.
Okay.
We had a couple actions for last session, but the way this has been going on, it's been slow going.
Yeah, no, like not the last session, but the one before it, I ended it with doing a roll. This last one, I think I said, yeah, no, it wasn't that last turn yet, so I couldn't do the roll. So now the turn is, and now I did the roll, and I got a 6. Woo. You know, I'll also make it fair. Where's that fucking dice you left down here when you got angry last week? We'll roll this too.
All right.
He rolled a 2,
God.
didn't he?
Well, I rolled a 5. That's because the damn thing cheated and landed on a cloth. So let's roll that again.
Right.
Ha! That one was actually a snake, guys, but we're not counting this one.
No, we're not. Okay, so you got a 6. So essentially, I'm in control of Rusty for 3 turns now, right?
No.
Oh.
Remember, it's 3. It's 3 below. You win. 4 and above. Whoever's using Rusty wins.
I can dream.
Oh God.
Well, you were cursing
Okay,
me out, so
From now on, I'll use the actual dice that you left downstairs.
I don't know.
Is that fair enough? That time was a 5.
We're just gonna go ahead and move on here. All right, so why is there green dice here? That's gonna be the start of the enemy's turn. Of course, we're gonna start with the pony right here. Evens, he moves down. Odds, he moves to the left. Depending on which way he goes, could actually cause things to happen much differently.
What's down?
South.
Down is towards me.
No, south.
Oh, south is towards you. Okay.
Yeah. I said south. Evans, he moves south, right?
Yeah.
So.
South.
Two.
It's
So
basically zapping a lot of stuff.
So-
It's a 2.
It's a 2. It's evens. So, he starts moving down between the wagon and the wall to take a look in the area of what he saw initially. So, yeah, about right there,
he's
actually.
on snap. No wonder.
Well, he's still about right there anyway, so it works for me.
Yeah, no, he's on snap. That's why he's not one to. Okay, he's still on snap. What the hell's going on here?
Let him be. Let it go. Let him go.
I'm just trying to make it where you can actually move him around. There you go. Now you have full movement.
All right. But yeah, he's basically about there because he was just trying to see what that movement was. Because again, he saw a something flying in the air for a brief moment. He's not sure what's going on. Now that that's out of the way, 3 little griffins watch 2 friends die. Now you can imagine that things are about to get really heavy here.
Wait. 3 little griffins watched 2 friends die. The other one said, "Hey, want to get some pie?" I'm sorry, I had to put it into that.
Time. You know what?
All right.
Anyways, do what you gotta do.
I'm just getting my book out here and wondering something here. Jeez, what the hell? Okay. Dear God, what the crap is this crap? Okay. Okay, I had it bookmarked. No. Yes. Okay. So, let's see. Total of 8. Okay. So, as you all watch, you see one of the griffins immediately sees that his friend's going down. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to do a quick perception check. So, the sun might actually get in their eyes here. Let's see what happens, huh?
Isn't this evening? Dark of night?
Okay, that's it. I'm going for their average. I saw the blood. I'm not even going to give you the chance now.
You're just upset that they would have actually looked at the sun and would have noticed.
And Matt, why do you have to spite him?
Well, he's correcting me. I don't like being corrected.
He's having enough of it at the moment.
Well, in either case, it would have been average either way. So it was happening.
Yeah. Well, it's time for my favorite line.
Okay, so the one in front of the 2 spots the blood. He reaches for his side. He pulls out a single gun with a large canister and fires in the air.
That's a flare. Which
Yes.
everybody can see.
Well, not only that, it fires a large large column of smoke in the air, leading to a loud pop and a bright red flash that illuminates the entire area for a brief instant.
Just a brief instant.
That's all it needs.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna figure I need to roll Rusty's stealth real quick.
It's enough that it'll grab anybody and everybody's attention.
Oh yeah, of course. But a flare's a flare. It'll keep burning it.
Okay, it did the flash. It did the flash to get their attention, and it was going to keep going down while it was smoking. So basically, it smokes, flashes, and continues to smoke down, kind of like a crazy firework, in order to get their attention, and
well,
2,
yeah, we know
location.
the flares, my friend.
I know. I just felt like somebody apparently wanted elaboration, so elaboration he shall have.
You're describing it very badly, saying it's just smoke and then flashes and it's just smoke. I mean,
He holds up a gun aloft with the greatest of power. He shoots it. A large canister filled to the brim of smoke and ash flies into the air, breathing down a column of smoke, leading a giant smoky flag all the way from the ground to the air, where a big flash catches all attention around him. Every eye in the camp turns towards the flash as they see the large column of smoke and the big lighted flare illuminating the giant column, saying, "Hey, the fuckers are here!"
Nobody look at Rusty's sheet, because holy hell, what the fuck just happened?
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know! I went down there to try to scroll down, and suddenly fucking... Yeah, basically.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
Okay, I do apologize.
Funny.
3-3.
I do apologize for my lack of description to the description. But is that satisfying enough? Now at the moment, the turn is going to be spent basically grabbing all of their attentions. So at this exact moment, apparently Blankta's been promoted again somehow. Go figure. Or something else happened. I don't know.
I don't know.
But
I disconnected myself.
Oh, okay. Okay, so after the flare fires up, the other two pull out their weapons and they begin scanning the area, looking for any movement. So at the moment, they know you're there. They do not know where you are, or how many of you there are. All they know is, well, you get the obvious drift here. It's obvious drift.
Well, time to use the same maneuver that my favorite red and black character uses.
Hi, Deadpool.
Chaos control. Doom-ching.
I turn around and run the other way.
Fucking edgy.
I turn around and run the other way.
Gotta go.
You bravely ran away, Robin.
No. The chances are by now I have to reload my fucking pistol, reload the rifle. So I'm gonna switch to the pistol. It's not gonna be as far. It doesn't shoot as far as my rifle, but it still does. It still has distance, though.
All right. And
I'm basically gonna wait till, because chances are they're going to split up instead of being
Smart.
I see where what he's hoping for here. Okay. So Silent is going to spend the turn keeping hidden and reloading his gun. Make sure you have the rifle at full ammunition capacity then.
I was going to say, can you still use the pistol because the pistol is also suppressed?
All right.
Yes, sir.
Toa, at the moment you have no idea what's going on because you can't see any of this. Except for the fact that you just saw a column of smoke fly into the air and a loud flash popping in the middle of the area.
Okay.
The same also with Ms. Medic.
Would be intrigued and
with
cautious,
Sapphire, yeah.
and would be potentially, I'd say, moving to get a look at where they knew enemies were. So I'd say moving up to the corner there.
Yeah.
In addition to my
All right,
shield
Silent
wall
agrees,
and-
so the Sapphire moves there. Sorry. Go ahead, Toa.
Okay, in addition to my shield wall, my tactical defense is now active, and I'm using ear and eyes for perception and detection. I am as I follow Miss Medic. I won't do that perception roll until Miss Medic does her thing. Preparing for a fight, but I'm also ready to scan in case something goes down. Or she sees something. Either way.
Basically, you're just following behind Ms. Medic and not doing anything until something happens.
Much.
Okay, then. He continues to follow like a lost puppy with shields and looking around everywhere like he's being followed by everything.
So I'm trying to figure
Anybody
out...
else who didn't know Toa would think that he was being paranoid. Considering he's a robot, he probably is. Alright.
Yeah, at least for me, I have fucking...
I'm being as tactical as possible, knowing that, okay, she's going in there with nothing but her bow.
Anyway, Val.
Hello.
Val, Blue, Pope, and
technically Rusty.
Rusty.
Well, actually, I was thinking that Sapphire would come there and potentially take a look around the corner, so I'm trying to figure, would that be just a perception roll, or would there have to be some sort of...
Considering the distance, I'm not going to worry about too much of a sneak. Definitely perception.
Okay, 6 dice.
For crying out loud. Okay, I'm watching it, Crim. Jeez, I get all of my flare stories from freaking movies, and you think, yeah, I don't know what a flare actually looks like. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of a good thing you don't know what a flare looks like. I don't know why this is such a big deal.
The dice hate me.
It's Crimson. He's a military buff, I think. Is he? Are you?
2 of 6.
Yes.
2 of 6?
Yeah, I consider her a better military buff personally.
Okay, so yeah, I guess the smoke wouldn't be until after it started landing more than when it started launching. These are Griffin smoke signals. Haha. I just GM'd waved it away. And Sapphire sees dead bodies. She doesn't get a really good eyesight of much of anything of what's going on. Just a lot of confusion. And smoke. A lot of smoke. She sees a lot of smoke.
Fun.
Comment would be Silver.
Yeah.
No, Silver already went.
Comment to her.
Oh.
I thought it was...
She sees it.
Alright.
She doesn't see Silver, no. She's trying to look over in this general area. I'm assuming in this general area.
Doing a corner peek, looking at where they... corner peek around to this way, these...
Yeah, because it would be impossible to see Silver unless she looks all the way around, and yeah, that would definitely involve a stealth at that point.
She sees dead bodies and would probably tell me, hey, there's dead bodies over there.
Well, bodies and smoke, but that's about it. She sees bodies and smoke. She's not sure what exactly is going on, though.
Make my comment known that a sniper would have been the cause of their demise.
Really? Why do you say that? I mean, do you know? Did you see him take the shot?
No, but I can surmise...
You see, no. You saw 2 bodies on the ground. You don't know how they got taken out. For all you know, it was a rogue griffin.
They could die of the consumption.
Toa, you see 2 bodies on the ground. You have no idea why. There's no way you know Silent took that shot.
As far as I know, he doesn't even know where Silent's at right now.
Exactly. You don't know where Silent's even at. All you know is you see 2 bodies on the ground and a column of smoke. That is all you know. Okay? Toa, did I lose you there?
Toa.
Oh, hit something low.
Okay, he's kind of going in and out now.
No idea what that was.
All right.
Not at all.
Basically, my thought is shot them, but hit something that caused the fire and smoke.
At this point, you don't even know they were shot. All you know is there's 2 bodies on the ground. Unless you can actually get in close and examine them, which at this moment you are not going to do, unless you're an idiot. Actually, do you go up and examine them? Please tell me.
No!
Then you don't know they got shot. You see 2 bodies on the ground. The bodies hit the floor, and you have no idea why. Unless you really want to roll a really high perception here. And welcome back to the tabletop.
If I'm basically using the fact that Silver has been known to make incredible shots.
Do you know what? I could also use the same fact that there might be a random griffin hiding out in the bushes, clearing the other side, has gotten pissed off at the army, and started shooting at random. and nobody is safe. Dude, you honestly can't do that assumptions. Well, okay, you can assume as much as you want, but if you are incorrect, what does that mean?
Was wrong, and there's another thing in effect, hence why I'm overly cautious.
Look,
And now for something completely different.
Now for something completely different. At the moment, though, Toa, there's no way your character would know.
Who actually did.
You can assume all the hell you want, but make sure you keep in actual mind this is an assumation. And for all assumation, I will say it, assumation. You assume.
It's assumption.
It's okay, assumption. I know. Give me a break. I'm tired. Well, annoyed. But... Okay, but you got to remember, Toa, there are some things that your character will not know. And at the moment, you don't even know if they're just lying on the ground to try to confuse you because you haven't even looked to see if there's blood. In fact, I probably should have had you look to see if you could tell there was blood. Because you're a good, what, 30, 40 feet away? Unless their brains literally exploded, you're not going to be able to tell exactly if they're completely dead. Unless you could see some evidence other than a gunshot wound.
What's Medic's eye again? Is it range?
Her perception was 2. She could see 2 bodies on the ground and a column of smoke. She can't tell if they're dead.
Please stop trying to work your way around this so we can move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Motion detection.
All right, dude. We're done. We're done.
Okay.
He somehow magically knows that I called the fucking. I did the fucking shot.
Didn't say he knows. He assumed. Difference.
Okay. You know what? Toa, roll your perception right now.
Right. Rolling 10. On odds.
Okay.
Damn it. I should have gone evens because that would have been a near perfect roll. I only got 2 out of it.
Yeah, you can see bodies on the ground too, and you have no idea why. You don't even know if they're dead. You just see griffins that might be asleep.
You're still behind her.
Yep.
So you would see only what she'd be able to see.
And even then, a little less because she's looking around the corner. You're just seeing straight through. So right now you're seeing 2 griffins lying on the ground like they're sleeping, and you have no idea why. You can't even assume they're dead at this moment because you don't know.
Actually, around her. Yeah, no, you wouldn't be able to see around her.
Probably wouldn't be able to see any raising and lowering of the chest.
Nope, you wouldn't be able to see anything. You just see them lying on the ground, and it could easily just as be a trap than that they'd be dead. Fair enough. Okay. Sorry, that kind of picked on me. That picked my bone a little bit there. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the other group here.
To him what everybody's at work has been doing to him, and you need to stop.
Sorry. Okay, Val.
No. I'm telling him. I'm not telling you. This is to him. Chill.
I know.
All right, I get it. I know you want to try to be the hero, but you also got to remember you're only robot, but you're a robot built by a human, so pony.
Well, mortals.
You're mortal.
That and technically wouldn't you technically be the unfinished robot?
He's an unfinished robot that got dumped in a dumpster and nobody knows why.
Mm-hmm.
Failed to start up. I didn't say I was unfinished. I just failed to start up whenever he flipped the switch.
That sounds pretty unfinished to me.
Yeah, that sounds pretty. That's pretty unfinished.
So...
Anyway.
Val, Blue, Rusty, and Pulpe. You guys see a flash and you see a column of smoke in the general direction of where you know that Silent and the others were. You have no idea why.
In Val's case, she probably would simply assume probably trouble. And that's only an assumption.
So at this point, what do you do?
That's a really hard one to figure out. Let's see. In Val's case, Probably stick around back this way-ish. Let's see. Probably end up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she'd end up right here.
Roll a little bit of stealth. You are literally crossing.
I know I've got to. I know. I'm crossing sight lines.
Yeah.
I'm just saying where she's moving. Obviously, I gotta, roll the stealth bit.
Got it.
I know. Let's see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 out of 8 for evens.
Okay, so you move so stealthily that you could actually feel the wind slightly blowing you across the way. Okay, yeah, I had a good analogy and I lost it.
All I can imagine is that. All I can imagine is just like Val, just like sitting on a giant Roomba, just going.
Basically, it's almost like you're sitting on a Roomba that's slowly vibrating you across the floor and nobody notices.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Okay.
I would think that would be I would think that would have been Rustico.
Yeah, but right now, well, hey, I'm using Rusty, so I have to inherit some of the silliness.
Well, Rustico would actually ride the Roomba. We're just making a joke about how stealthy Val was being in this. Rusty actually would probably ride the Roomba.
Rusty would actually ride and somehow manage to drive the Roomba.
And not only that, she'd probably try to attack people with the Roomba. Just kind of slowly move over and swap at them when she gets by. Anyway, okay, Blue.
It would just break somebody's ankles incidentally.
Okay, Blue, Pope.
I was going to roll perception real quick just to see if there's anyone else in this area.
Shoot. Go ahead and roll.
He is dying again.
Yeah, I noticed.
He glitched out.
We probably need to reboot him. Toa, turn yourself off and on again. Actually, never mind. Don't do that. That sounds wrong.
And out of this, Toa, if your problem was...
it's a 3 out of 3.
Okay, so you see bushes.
A tree. That's it.
Bushes and tree, but wait, 3 out of 3?
I said, yeah, well, no, 3 out of 6, half.
Okay, sorry, I just said 3 out of 3. I was like, how's your perception of 3?
Well, I said, well, no, what I think I probably said was 3 and 3, which would mean 6. So yeah. 3 evens, 3 odds, so fuck.
Okay, 3 out of 6, that makes more sense, but yeah, you see bushes, you see trees, you see buildings, oh geez.
As long as I don't see any bees.
I can't make any promises with that.
I know, right?
Alright.
That ends Val's turn at the moment.
And getting back, finally...
Please tell me that... Yeah.
No. Okay.
We'll have spiders in here.
No. Getting back...
Flying spiders.
No. Getting back on track. Blue. Pope. Finally. Your turn. No other interruptions.
Can we see Devotional Duke?
Nope.
You see a small bit of cloth that was moving along the way as you looked under the tracks, but you didn't see if it belonged to anybody or anything.
But now we're seeing this flare up back over where others were.
You are definitely seeing the flare and the smoke.
Alright, then I want to look. I don't care, it's trouble. We'll deal with that in a little bit. I want to look around the corner in the direction the clock is going and see what I see.
Okay, so you turn back around and start heading back the other way of the wagon. Go ahead and roll perception. There's no way you're gonna miss it. Roll your stealth to see if you manage to get a glimpse of what's going on.
Evens. Oh look, 2 out of 6.
Okay. You turn around and you walk your way back out in the open to see what in the world that cloth was. And you see that it belonged to a pony who turns and looks at you. And all you can see is you can see just a black hole in the hood as it just stares at you.
Do I know it? No, I don't, so I attack.
You're going to attack a random pony that's just covered in a cloth that you got their attention.
We're in the middle of an enemy encampment. The colonel, captain, lieutenant, whatever, said that we'd be the only people in the group in here. I assume he's the enemy. I don't care if I'm wrong. I'll be chastised later.
Fair enough. Okay. Before you attack this Pulpe, you also see this same pony wrapped draped in a cloak. Thank you, Brain. Cloak.
Is his face still in shadow, or is the flare making it so I can see the face?
If anything, the flare's making it harder to see the face.
Okay. So, I don't
do you have
exactly
any light
know
spells?
What? Light
think
Any
spells?
light spells, yeah.
No. I don't know.
Lux.
Yeah, Luke's.
Luke's, Lux, whatever you want to call it.
Whatever.
You said tomato, I said tomato.
So, I think I'm still holding on to blue for the moment, waiting for that reaction, because I'm pretty sure that'll be a faster reaction than Pulpe would have here.
So you see blue is going to charge at this pony, and you're not going to do anything about it. Okay. Blue. Roll your attack.
Double backing and flurrying. It needs to end as quickly as possible, so -2 dice because of that. First attack, evens. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
That's going to be 4 total attacks, but that first one is just 8. Whenever you're done rolling your defense.
This is just taking a second because I did put a few interesting surprises in regards to this. Okay. So you suddenly rush up into the pony to attack it. As you reach out to grab hold of them, you feel a sudden white hot feeling push against you like a barrier of some sort. It doesn't stop you from grabbing him, but it does. You only grab the cloak, which did also come away rather roughly as the pony rolls out from behind you, definitely taking some damage. As the cloak peels away and reveals a very healthy and very bemused devotional Duke.
Alright. My next attack.
Question. Wouldn't our Kelpie friend know who this is?
Yes, he will.
Kelpie probably...
Cloak is off.
Now that the cloak is off, Kelpie will know him immediately on sight.
Second attack is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another 8.
Wow.
Rage. A lot of rage and fear.
Where's the fear from?
Okay, you go in for another attack, and you feel the same hot force pushing against you, lessening up your attack. You do manage to get a bit of a punch in, causing Devotional Duke to slide back a little bit, though he seems just a little bit damaged and more annoyed than anything.
Next attack. Evens again.
Does he really get to attack 4 times here?
Yes, we discussed this
Still
before.
need to do
Flurry
so.
stacked with double buck. Double buck can be targeted on the same creature, and flurry lets you attack twice.
Wasn't there at least a freaking...
Wait, don't you lose dice each time you do this though?
No, it's just a flat -2 for using flurry.
Okay, how much are you rolling?
So I took 2 dice out.
And how much? Okay, how much?
13 plus 6, so 19 something dice.
Well, I mean, how much did you roll?
This I haven't counted yet.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did you hear me?
What, 9?
Yes.
Okay, you push in even further, pushing against the hot flames once again, causing him to punching him once more into the gut, causing him to cough up blood, but he still continues to stand, though he is definitely staggering.
And the last attack. Once again, because I'm... Though I probably shouldn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to spend a style points to re-roll that, because obviously this is an odd knot.
Okay.
Is that 2 for a full reroll?
It's 2 for a full reroll at this point, as we're testing it out. Yes.
Odds. And here's where all the evens are now, because, you know, screw me. 1, 2.
You're going and punching a guy 4 times in one
4.
turn. I don't care how screwed you feel.
4.
How isn't he fucking knocked out by now?
Because he's a shield.
He has a shield. He has some sort of shield up that's pushing against every attack, causing the damage to lessen.
Hold on, you're doing punches. That means you went on 2s.
You have a fucking sledgehammer.
And he didn't use it.
A sledgehammer is not an actual weapon, and all of my abilities are punching.
He is pretty much tied to the whole luchador thing.
The sledgehammer is there to double my already significant. It's either double or triple my already significant attack bonus or strength bonus of 12 when doubled to 24 for breaking down walls.
So essentially, it's just your wall hammer.
Yes, it is my super sledge.
All right. So this last blow, obviously you start to feel a little bit more winded as you are basically trying to quickly take him down. Of course, you are not able to break through the wall this time, and in fact pushes it back against you, leaving him unscathed, though at this point unscathed considering that you already got him a few times with punches and ripping off the cloak.
Okay, so with all of that attacking, you went onto 2 feet, right?
Medic.
He got pushed back a little bit with all the punches.
Hey, man.
No, I'm.
No, I didn't go onto 2 feet.
You didn't?
No, I can.
We're still on all 4s? You didn't go vertical at any point?
No, their headbutts are used, punches are used, elbows are used. Don't have to be on 2 feet to do that.
Okay.
Generally, blue is on all 4s for most of his attacks.
After that flurry of attacks, Pulpe knows who it is, and the water gun is coming out, shooting him right at those rocks.
Okay.
That was medic, and I was trying to say, guys.
Hi, Ms. Medic. Yeah, I heard.
2 fucking legs.
Wait, what happened?
She went back out.
Well, I heard her, and I thought she was just waiting until what happened?
I don't know.
Sheesh.
So
She joined in and immediately disconnected, so I assumed that she just crashed out.
I hope so.
5 non-lethal, and 5 pushing to try and throw him against the rocks.
Okay. Your water comes blasting out at him as he's breathing heavily and evaporates just an inch away from his nose in a large column of steam.
Oh, so he's scorching his lungs.
Okay. Fun.
Does fire and water just make a lot of steam?
Alright, and of course, Rustical sees the flare going up, and he also sees Blue and, well, he does.
Or she's gonna stay put because she just saw the water gun get evaporated. She's like, what, and what? So she's staying
And
put for the
Rusty
moment.
didn't actually see Duke.
No, she can see him.
No, at the town, she never
Well,
saw
no,
Duke.
she can see the pony.
Yes.
Yeah, so
So-
for all she knows, there's some ponies suddenly being attacked by her friends that she doesn't know of.
Because that was back when we would like, okay, let's just leave her in the wings.
Alright. Okay, so, in that case, it becomes Devotional Duke's turn. He's coughing up a little blood. He definitely has an angry, enraged, and slightly crazed look in his eye as he holds up his hoof and breathing. He doesn't say much of anything, mostly because he can't.
Pounded his kidneys in.
Probably isn't helping. As he flings out his hoof, and a large stream of fire soars and misses you guys. And then it hits both of the
Where
trucks.
does the fire go from there?
It hits both of the caravans.
Can I have a reaction?
Go for it.
I want to grab Pulpe off my back and hold him to my chest.
Alright, go ahead and roll for dexterity. Though it's not going to take much to do that.
See, that'll be 6 dice. Evens. The game spotted me for changing up my dice rolls, so 4 out of 6.
All right, roll Rusty. You see the flame hit. What?
Or
No.
you said Rusty. You mean Pulpe?
Pulpe. I apologize. Pulpe. You see the gout of flame coming from his hooves and suddenly hitting the caravans just before you feel a flash of muscles and fur and feathers, a little bit of everything really, suddenly grab you and wrap around you and covering you in.
Are we expecting these things to explode behind us?
Yes.
Okay.
This is Devotional Duke. Remember what he done last time?
Yes, but
Well, that doesn't stop my ability
well,
to fire.
from my basic understanding, those things are wooden cloth, so
Yeah, but we never
from
said
what we
what's
can
in them.
see.
yeah.
Well, it does
I
have.
actually looked inside them.
And-
I never looked inside of them.
And also, while we're at it, after he sparks the plume, he starts to run away.
It's a context clue. Book it.
Ooh.
I don't think there's enough time now. It's probably just going to explode, which is why I am bodily protecting you.
Actually, actually, hold on. This I need to roll because I want to keep it a little surprising, but I'm not going to give you guys a hint. So. Okay, I'm calling foul on that. That did not. That hit in a.
The dice hate you?
Well, no, it rolled. It landed and then it immediately rolled off of the side of a building. So it didn't quite fit. Okay, I got it. Ooh, unfortunately the dice kind of loved me a little bit on this one. So, yes, you have so many turns until that explodes.
It's not exploding immediately.
Nope. Apparently, Devotional Duke was smart enough to set a time release on it.
I was expecting
Either that
like
or
a 2-second.
either that or it's going to take a
explosion.
second. Either that or it's going to take a bit for the flames to actually hit what it's supposed to. Or maybe it doesn't explode at all and it's just a distraction and he just fooled you.
Hey, so is Pope still on Blue's back?
No.
Yes,
No,
Pope is
right now in the manliest tug of his life.
So, let's see.
But at the moment, it's still the enemy's turn.
I'm guessing all of these guys see the fire.
Well, they're more interested in the plume of smoke here, though the fire is definitely getting some attention. Granted, they're running over there as Devotional Duke is running the same way. And now, in regards to these guys,
And the one on the rock is just looking.
well, he's just looking, but he knows what he's looking for now.
Okay. Fun.
Okay, so I'm just making sure I move all of the ones that can move.
This looks like a full building, so they wouldn't have seen the flare.
Actually, there's no roof on it.
No, there is. There's a roof. That's a canteen. There's a roof.
Oh, all right, fair enough. There's a roof.
Yeah.
They did not see the flare.
Rule of thumb. If all four walls exist, there is a roof.
All right.
Like in this area right here, there's actually a roof on this small section that's still serviceable.
Fair enough. They did not see anything.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Silent.
If
Yeah.
you're potentially removing all of the ones that were out in the field and hiding, you've missed this one.
No, I didn't.
So,
Okay.
Some of these are hiding for a very specific reason, and there's a reason why this one's hiding behind rocks.
all right.
Rocks. Oh, that one.
I'm going to get.
Yeah, that one we know nothing.
I'm a move here. God damn it. Move here. I know.
I hate the collision of that damn thing.
Are you trying to move to right there?
He's trying to put him right here, but the damn collision of the rocks being a douche. Yeah, frick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it, and I keep losing it there, right there. This is about as close as you're getting, dude. So we know you mean to be right here. It's just like, this is as close as we can move you.
I'm gonna use my pistol on him. Hold
Still
on.
on pink there? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You take aim and you fire at Pinky. Do you do a called shot or just a plain shot?
Plain shot. That should be enough to take him down anyway. And it's. Hold on. Rifle is 16. Pistol would be 16 as well. So that's 12 out of 16. That's 12 out of 16. Yellow.
Okay, yeah, 12 out of 16. Sorry. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4,
yet.
5, 6, 7. And you said 12, right?
Yeah.
All right. You do a good shot and it hits him right in the shoulder, going clean through, letting out a loud squawk. It doesn't take him down though. He's still standing and he is now looking in your direction as he brandishes his rifle. Actually, which one does the pink have? Oh, I stand corrected. Submachine gun.
One-hander or two?
It's a two-hander, but at the moment it's only in one hand because he hasn't aimed it yet.
Not through a shoulder. I don't think he would be able to really move the arm.
He's being shot at. Do you think he's gonna not try anyway?
About handicap.
Actually, it went through his shoulder, but it's just a muscle thing. It's not like he broke a bone or something, man. Ah, jeez, this is what I get for being descriptive. Okay, it went through his pancreas.
That's lethal.
Okay, it went through his duodenum.
What the fuck?
I don't know. It went through his pinky toe. It's a really powerful pinky toe, though, so it hurts like hell. But okay, dear.
Here's a
I'm
better
immediately reminded of.
Okay,
whole
you know what?
or
It's
whatever.
not a cult shot. It's not a crippling shot, so he's still able to fire back.
Second, here's a good one for you. He was shot in the weenus.
There you go. Ouch, that actually does hurt.
I shot him in the dick. Wow.
No, the elbow skin,
Stop
the
shooting him
weenus,
in the dick.
the W.
I wasn't aiming for the dick.
I
wasn't. The reason why I wasn't was I'm sure I couldn't have. I thought I couldn't hit something that small.
Anyway,
Okay, moving on.
moving on. So he gets shot. He makes a squawk and starts to aim in your general direction with the SMG. By the way, you've been spotted at this point.
Yeah, fuck it. I have armor and full and always have full defense. So yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Sapphire also hears the shot and the squawk. She also sees one of the griffins are walking in there right in front of him, panning around the area to try to find them. Toa, you also see this too. Toa is now one of the silent ones. By the way, the one in front of you two has a rifle.
So does Sapphire, and I'm trying to fix the sheet because apparently in one of the edits that happened, we lost the inventory. Her inventory.
Just hit Control Z on it a bunch of times.
No, I have to restore a version from September.
Ooh, wow. That's weird.
Oh, well, that's weird.
What are you guys waiting on?
Well, Toa and Sapphire.
Yes.
Since I'm following Sapphire, I go after her response, even though I would definitely have had the gunshot.
I'm not saying you didn't.
Both my weapons are fucking suppressed.
Never mind, you didn't hear the gunshot.
I thought.
But you do see a griffin in front of you with a rifle.
So I already have my shield wall, tactical defense, and basically being made out of metal. So I get in front of Safi to be wall and take bullets.
So basically, you shove Sapphire against the wall and start guarding like you're a third wall instead of a third wheel.
More or less. Basically, I'm covering. You know, like in XCOM, how you can have someone be like the mech can be a wall in itself, but mobile.
Right. Okay, so Sephi doesn't quite get a turn because she suddenly gets shoved up against the wall as Toa tries to protect her by raising shields and waving them all around.
All right.
I would not wave it around. I would hold it in front to protect.
I find it more surprising that he's not complaining about the fact that he literally just shoved Safi against the wall.
What is that over there?
I can't say anything because it's not my character. But although I will say that she probably would be fucking annoyed.
Yeah.
So turn skipped.
Okay, so
I wouldn't have shoved it. I would have just got in front of her and been a wall.
So you're gonna basically block her from anything and just not literally wave shields, but essentially just get in front of her and start raising shields up so she can't do anything to attack.
That also means I'm now the focus.
I can't argue that. You'll definitely get a hell of a lot of focus. So yeah, by the way, the Griffin notices you now because you're standing in front with a bunch of shields, basically trying to do some sort of moving wall thing. Congratulations.
You wanted me to be more active.
No,
here you go.
I'm not arguing it. I just okay, fair. I'm just never mind. Oh, actually, there is one thing I just realized here, considering things that have just happened. Give me a quick second.
It's always fun.
Oh, I selected the wrong one. No wonder.
Okay, but by the way, actually, never mind. That I'll have that happen next turn here. All right.
Or next session because it's like 11 o'clock.
Do you guys want to keep going a little while since we
we could, but dude, I thought it was like, don't you have work tomorrow or something?
I wish. No, I don't. I don't have any work tomorrow, and things have calmed down a bit, so I don't imagine that they're going to be calling us in to do overtime bullcrap. So I think I should be fine to keep going a little bit longer here.
Okay.
As long as everybody here is still okay for it.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. We'll keep going a little bit longer then. And let's get back onto Val. As you are sneaking away, you suddenly see a large plume of fire behind you. Well, you kind of catch the glowing and feel the heat.
Oh boy.
Along with that, Pope, you are in the manly embrace of a very concerned Blue. As Blue, you feel the fire is licking at the trucks, but nothing's happening. But you also see that Blue has vanished. Not Blue. The Devotional has vanished as well. Of course, Rustical still has a beat on him, though I don't know if Rustical will continue to stay there, considering that now there are 2 wagons nearby that are on fire.
I think Rusty would probably see Val, and Val would just go, and she just drop and drop.
All right, so Rusty is with Val, and Val, what do you do?
I can probably poke through and see those wagons on fire, and logic dictates. The freaking buildings, these buildings are pains in the ass. Move back this way, and that ends the turn for the moment.
All right.
I also need to re-roll again for Rusty. Shit.
Go ahead.
5.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Pope, Blue, you are both next to a bunch of wagons that are right now on fire. And Devotional Duke ran away. Granted, not without taking a lot of damage. So at this point, you realize that the wagons aren't going to explode just yet, but you don't know when they're going to explode. It could easily be just in the next few seconds. Or it could be that they may take a minute, or they may not explode at all and he just lied to you.
It'd be let our assumptions run wild.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Unless Pulpe stops me, I'm going to be hoofing it over to there, or at least trying to hoof it over there through everything.
Okay, Pope, do you follow getting dragged around by a griffin in a mad panic?
Let's see. Just got pulled down again, so I probably would have lost sight of him. So I wouldn't be able to focus minor chain lightning out in that direction. Or, yeah, I wouldn't catch sight of him fast enough to be able to send off the other prepared, useful fighting spell. So, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm good with getting the heck out of Dodge.
Alright. And for the enemy's turn...
Before I completely end it. You feel comfortable behind that wall, or you need to keep running?
I missed some of the words there.
So did
You
I.
need to keep running, or are you good? Or are you good behind that wall?
Do you
Is
keep...
the hidey hole you're in good enough, or should you guys keep scooping? Is what he's saying.
Oh,
Are you happy with the hidey hole?
we've got this wall here, and we've got that wall there. So I think we're decent.
Okay. I hunker down, still imposing my body between the possible explosion and Pulpe. I can tank it, probably. Pulpe definitely can't. And I'll be right back.
Okay, so I see you've turned them all that way.
Yep. He warned them about the intruders, and right now they're bracing for you guys to come running out with their guns aimed at the entrances.
Time for the fun to begin.
Now, what I'm trying to figure out, would between the rock and the tree be about 10 blocks or 10 feet?
Let's see.
Or 9, actually.
Here?
Between the rocks here and the tree here. I apologize. Over here on the left side.
Where are you at?
Left side. Oh, over
Oh,
here?
boss,
Yeah.
arrow.
From here to here. These rocks down here.
Oh, let's see. He is on this corner edge there, so yeah. 1,
That is 35
3,
feet.
4, 5, 6, 7,
35 to 40 feet,
8
rather.
to be standing in front of medic there if you're going
Well,
over the rocks.
About 35 to 40 feet, basically.
yeah. Well,
Each square is a 5-foot section.
technically, Toa's just... It's kind of more like this now, because Toa's up in front and trying to do block waves.
Okay.
Okay,
Is,
so...
but whatever makes you laugh, boss.
I'm just stating the fact. Okay. So about 8 there.
Yeah, because he's on the corner edge, so...
Alright. Okay. So, Toa, you see the griffin with a rifle turn towards you and brandish it, aiming and taking shot at you. Of course, you are...
Start doing this damage calculation. Because I have 2 shields, does that mean I have 2 shield walls?
No, it's just a single shield wall.
Yellow, man.
Hey, Maddie.
Hello, Medi. Hey, there you are.
King.
Sorry, I was enjoying the root beer cold there. Haven't had ice cream in months now, and now it's...
You sound very soft.
I was very tired, too.
A little bit of both, yeah. You okay there?
I'll tell you in just a few minutes why I had a bad day today.
Oh, boy.
fun.
I'd say definitely save it. I don't know how much longer we're going on the stream here.
Yeah, it depend. If you wanted to be on stream, you're more than willing to. But yeah, we're on stream right now, so you may not want to divulge just yet.
Oh, my mother won't watch the stream, so.
Well, I don't know. Some people just don't like airing their dirty laundry to everybody.
Let's not dirty laundry, everybody.
Yeah, we're almost done here for the moment anyway. And okay, and yeah, we're almost done here, and we'd be more than happy to hear out the crappiness of your day.
Yeah. So whose turn was it though?
Well, Toa's about to get shot at.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Okay.
so Toa, you're being shot at. Boom boom.
So I wouldn't think, and for your question, Todd, I wouldn't think that your shield wall would be 2 layers. I would just think it'd be twice as fucking long.
That's why I wanted to check.
It's a magic spell. It just adds dice to defense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
since I
influenced.
have-
Not influenced by shields.
I have both my shields out. I technically have 4 extra defense, 2 for each shield. Definitely say I'm going to do that as a general 4.
Well, I'll go ahead and go with that since you are using the shield as a blocking agent. But you're not double shield walding. I'm definitely putting a stop on that.
I'm conceding that.
Fair enough.
Okay, but that is still 6 with my shield wall still activated, and the
So
2 shields I still have
does
6.
he need to roll defense against the shots now?
Yes, he'll still need to roll defense against the shots.
Okay, that is just 6 from shield wall and that, plus my real steel thing, which gives me another 2. 1. So I currently have 17 defense.
What?
No. You just immediately shave off 10. You shave off the 6 or whatever 8 damage, but you still roll your defense.
You gotta still
All
roll.
right.
Roll your normal defense. You don't. We don't. It's not
It's not static.
applicative.
It's not static.
It's not applicative. It's a static little reductions, and then you roll your defenses.
But anyway, you guys, have you been playing my character or?
Kind
Yeah.
of. We had you walking around, and then Toa shoved you against the wall to wave shields all around you.
Oh, you didn't get shot.
He's being so fussy about this.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
what happened when I was gone? Okay, I came in
Not
People
as
got
much-
Shot. People got shot. People got shot. Also, people got punched.
not as much as you might think, but basically Toa has been playing protective little lamb on you.
Yep.
First, he wanted to try and secure an exit zone, although we're in the fucking forest, which technically anywhere is an exit zone.
Well, not every area is an exit zone.
Yeah, we're just having a little bit of silliness with all of it, but in any case, Toa, you actually have to roll the defense and add that to your statics.
Well, that would be my 10 defense, and then just add 7 onto my successes, right?
Yes, essentially.
So, rolling for evens this time. Play mother effer. Oh well, that's 1, so 8 out of. Or should I add the 7 onto the total as well, or is it just static?
You add the 7 onto whatever you rolled for the total of your 10 defense.
Oh, okay. Hey, I only got. There are 9 odds here and only 1 even, so I almost got. Oh, fail.
So then you got 8.
Use your style points.
Yeah,
Or I
I'll
can
re-roll
just- or I
then.
can-
So -2 style points all the way.
Yep.
I could probably just hop in there and just protect myself now, but I want to see how this goes.
Using 2 style points. And I'll call evens again. 3, 4, add on to the 7, so 11 defense.
Alright. The shot goes through and it pierces both of your shields, and you can feel the bullet clang against your armored chest. Luckily, it looks like it put in a little bit of a dent, but otherwise it did not harm you. But your shields have a nice little hole in them now.
I look at the wooden one and go, be tricky to fix.
Does the wooden one really have the same as the freaking metal? I know it's a stylized metal, but really? You know what? Never mind. Now's not the time. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, basically, I look at that and I go, okay.
Okay.
I go up to the griffin.
You're not doing anything yet. You're defending right now.
Okay.
But
I know
keep it
what
in
I'm
mind.
doing next.
You might think differently here in just a moment. I'm just finding the right thing here, because I want to make sure I do this correctly. Because it's more fun when I get it right, so that when things explode, it's more hilarious. Why can't I ever find that? Okay, come on, Decker, short bows, crossbows, power, thank you. Okay. Alright. And another griffin suddenly runs up from the corner and tosses a round object that lands between lands between you and Sapphire.
Oh,
no.
it's time to go Captain America.
Oh no, I'm not getting blown up. I am not getting blown up.
Tell her if she dies, it's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
When I see that, I'm going to do the one thing that I know that would probably be stupid. I'm going to use my athletics and throw it at the griffin that just shot me.
You are literally going to grab you're going to grab it and try to toss it.
Why not lay on it?
Are you?
He could just rebuild
why not?
you.
Yeah, that's true. What's that movie where the guy like sacrifices himself for the whole team? That technically would be the moment.
There's a lot of movies like that.
Yep. So
Iron Giant
no,
for one.
you know what? It's up to you on this one. If you really want to try that, you can go ahead and do so. Safi, I'm also going to since you basically didn't move this turn, I'm going to let you move and run for the hills. If you so decide, or if you want to stand behind your robot.
I would choose yes, since you can fly out the way.
Yeah,
I can fly out of the way. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fly out of the way.
I may kill myself at this, but dang it, you wanted me to be more active and be a part of this group. By thunder, you're getting it.
Why do I?
But
okay.
Anyway,
okay, Staffy, move your character. Toa, roll.
I can't really. I am not on the
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody move Staff.
Basically, shut up. So there's a wall. There's a wall beside you. Basically, just want to hop over and hide behind the rocks.
Yeah.
Where basically I am.
Boom.
Yeah.
Done. except it fucking missed. Of course. There you go. There you go. Close enough.
Yep.
All right. Roll your athletics.
If he does,
Okay, out of 10 dice, and I can't always re-roll. On odds. 2, 3, 4.
I was gonna say.
Two.
You stopped on 2, and I was like,
Well, we lost a party member.
No, I got 5.
Oh, damn. All right,
Damn.
you pick it up and you toss the grenade, and it does sail up to the griffin or close to the one that is shooting at you.
I said because 5, it probably gets about halfway to where he wanted to get because he got 5.
Well, it's more like right here because he got 5. If he got less, it would definitely have been more in the mid range. But 5 is actually pretty decent for what he did.
Okay.
So either way, the griffin's dead.
We'll see.
The Griffin's in definitely a hell of a lot of hot water, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's at least gonna hurt.
The weirdest thing, that could have been a rock, and he could have just thrown a rock at him.
All right, so.
Oh, yeah,
so,
like if he had actually rolled a 2, he picked up a rock instead.
So is it,
That one.
all right, is it my turn, or are we still on the enemy turn?
Actually, that was the enemy turn finally at that point.
All right.
So it is now your turn.
I'm
Does one not react over here?
Actually, he didn't, because that one's the silenced. Actually, no, he only heard that something was going on because of the rifle from this Griffin, because they're not using silenced weapons. But no, this Griffin should have attacked too. Okay, actually, real fast, Silent, sorry, but the Griffin with the SMG also took fire in your general direction.
Yeah, you want me to roll my defense?
Pretty much.
Hold on.
We'll just make it quick. He farted in your general direction. Fired in your general direction.
I fought in your general direction. Sorry.
I have to roll 6 dice, so let me change this real quick.
I still love this.
All right. Out of odds, all odds, perfect. 6 out of 6.
Are you? Okay.
I shit you not.
I don't doubt that. Do you have any armor on?
I should have my
Black jacket, yes.
Yeah, my flak jacket.
3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. And how much did you roll defense-wise?
6 out of 6.
And defense flak jacket 3. Okay. You feel a hail of bullets starting to fly towards you, and most of them hit the rock. However, a few do manage to sink in. Most of them get deflected, but you can feel a ting as one of them actually does manage to pull off a bit of a flesh wound. You take a lethal.
Oh no, this is where I come in.
You have a lot of healers on your team.
I'm just happy I finally scarred one of you guys.
Left
And
a
you
dent
scarred
in
it.
me.
I threw a grenade and you threw it back. Yes, I'm happy I scarred one.
You don't count.
Moving on.
You
Now,
don't count.
Silent. Silent.
You know,
It is now your turn, Silent. Go ahead. Thank you for
No, you
indulging
let it.
me.
It's just the face of you done fucked up.
the weirdest thing, if he would have gotten a 1 on that roll, if Toa would have got 1 on that roll, it would just blew up in his hand, and he would have just been a talking head for the rest of the.
Oh yeah, he would be Damn, was it? He would be Sanchez.
Yeah.
Well, who know? We can't say for certain what would have actually happened. He might have actually been all right, but really horribly burned.
Or dented.
Then again, since I'm
Well,
metal,
if
that would just buff out.
Anyway.
Technically, if it was a grenade, it would exploded.
Okay,
in your
let's
hand.
not plot how he would have.
Well,
Let's not plot how he would have died. Let's go ahead and start killing
How he
something
would've
else.
died.
All right,
Yeah.
go-
He wouldn't have died. He would have been a talking head until we replaced his body.
silence. You can go ahead now.
Called shot to the gonads because I want him. Since he damaged me, I'ma damage him more. I'm gonna take what makes you a man. Then
Are you sure you want to hit such a small target?
it's gonna fucking. Chances are I did enough damage to put him near death. I'm just gonna fucking add insult to injury. So since you did, I'm going to, I'm gonna let him die. I'm gonna let him die an embarrassing death.
All right, it's still technically called shot, so you're gonna have to call it.
All right. 15 out of 16 odds. That's what I usually go for. I go for odds.
You rolled 15 out of a 16 shot.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We'll go ahead and avoid the descriptors, and I'm gonna go ahead and avoid even trying to math this
Play
out.
the sound.
Hold on. Actually, I might as well roll his defense. Who knows? Maybe a goddamn miracle will happen here. I think the miracle is the
Yeah,
fact that he
it's a whole-
freaking rolled giant numbers again. Where are we? Okay. Alright, defense,
Gentleman
defense.
has had very low rolls this game, so it's fair.
Yeah, and when I
Wait.
come in here, he has very high rolls. That's a really coincidence.
Okay, rolling again. Alright, let's see.
The nostalgia of a Coke float. It's not cocaine. No,
We
it's
know.
not cocaine.
Okay,
I know.
6 defense, and let's see, he had 5 life left, and he obviously shot more than that. How much did you shoot again? Just so I know how.
15 out of 16.
Right.
So almost perfect.
So 9. Let's see. All right, you take a shot. Apparently, a very vindictive shot. It does hit him where it does hit him in the family jewels. And of course, there all you can hear is a guttural sound of some sort. You can't even describe it as a moan of pain, because
but I'm pretty sure Val probably heard that.
I don't have good ears. I have good smell.
But he did.
You're a dog, so technically you'll be hearing high frequencies anyway.
Rusty heard it.
In any case, he collapsed on. He did collapse on the ground in a ridiculous amount of pain. He's not dead, but he can't. He has no ability to fight any further at this point, and probably will end up dying if anything else happens to him at this point. You could probably kick him and it kill him.
Just kick him and then kill him.
It's just the fact that I want to just go. No, you are going to you shall witness.
Okay, I want to ask: is it both of them or just one?
Just one.
Because okay.
No, I'm pretty sure even if I did, both would be gone.
Okay.
If he did the call shot, though,
Is it the right or the left one? That depends on. It depends
Okay. Let's move on.
Oh, never mind. I see where you're going for it. No.
Yeah.
No, none of that. We're gonna leave the berry.
We're not going there.
No, we're not going for the berries. He did the Prince Albert. Let's move on.
It's not the Prince Albert. It's called the Hitler.
Toa, you just managed to launch a grenade back at your opponent. That's your turn. Safi, you ran like hell. And now you're right now next to stones with what looks like a very ticked off Silver, as he's lowering his gun after just shooting a griffin.
Okay, I am going to heal his wound that he got from the from.
All right.
I don't know why I called the fart spray.
Okay.
Welcome to my world here. Okay, so Sapphire goes up. It starts healing. Can somebody roll for Sapphire's first aid?
Getting it.
Actually, it's medicine, so it's 4 in rank and.
Tomato.
Intelligence is
7 dice.
But I get your point. It's not first aid, but we both know what we're shooting for here.
Yeah.
So fair enough.
I just want to be a technical asshole right now. That's how I'm feeling right about now.
It's okay. I think we all had a bit of dickerish this round around.
Wow, 3.
Well, it succeeded. You healed the lethal. So yeah, your shoulder gets nicely bandaged up, or by Sapphire. Meanwhile, Val, you're running behind the building along with Rustical, who's following along.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't heard anything yet, but you do know that a fire is still going on back there, and you don't know what happened to Blue.
You can certainly smell it.
Well, you can smell that, yeah. But that's about it. What do you keep doing?
It's really hard to say.
Yeah.
Let's see. Honestly, at this point, the room wouldn't be much to do because we have a possible ticking time bomb. And even if Alistair booked it, she would only make it about here. Which means she would still be very vulnerable if the thing in fact explode.
In fact, probably more vulnerable.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I said very vulnerable if it exploded.
Yeah.
Plus she'd be plus she'd be caught out where that guy could definitely see her. So honestly, it'd probably be like edge up on the corner, have Rusty stay back and thing, and just kind of keep an eye on because right here she can still kind of see the wagons through the trees.
All right. So
Well,
you creep.
Probably try
We're
muffle
ending
Rusty's
it there.
ears.
It's okay. Val,
Rusty's behind a corner. It helps.
Val creeps up and looks at the wagons that are smoking quite heavily. Surprisingly, haven't gone up, but are definitely still quite on fire. They couldn't be any more on fire if they tried at this point.
Pulls up the gun, shoots it with a flare.
Somehow you actually diminish the fire a little bit. Okay. Pope, blue. You're right now ducking behind a wall. No explosion has happened yet. And you don't know what happened to Devotional Duke or what's going on at this point.
Freaking thing. You know what? Screw it.
You know what? That works. I'll take it.
All I was gonna do is keep running unless Pope decides to stop. Is chuck it around this rock this way, which I do have the distance to do. See, that'd be 1.
He's going for distance
3,
with all of his
4,
speed.
5, 6,
8,
7, 8, 9. And
wait, what? Wait a minute. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4,
on all fours.
5, 6, 7, 8,
So
9,
here,
10, and 12.
2, 3, 4. Right? Going over the.
Diagonals count as 1, correct?
It depends on what the setup is. The way this rock is, it counts as more than 1.
That
'cause this rock
diagonal there, but between this to there, is that something that can be done, or does it have to be around that wall?
This one's too tight for something as big as blue.
Alright, 1, 2,
So
3,
around.
4, 5, 6.
Welcome to
7,
math.
10, 11, 12 to get there.
Welcome to this place made perfect use of Rusty and Pulpe's small size. That's why there's weird nooks and crannies around the place.
Fair enough.
Now, is it 1.5 movement on all 4?
Yep.
So basically, you just add half. So.
Okay, so I had 4, so that'd be 13. So I got 1 more square. And I don't know what's around that corner, so I just go around that corner. It's probably going to bite me in the butt, though.
Alright.
And in fact, they actually look like green blobs. I have no idea.
They're
Those are
just trucks.
trucks.
They're just trucks.
They're just trucks.
Okay.
If there's anybody in the truck, that's a better question.
Nope. Empty. In fact, they look rusted out, hollow, and never used. Funny.
Did that guy see us go around?
Yes.
Oh dear.
He's got an eagle eye on you. Considering that you got a nice little target with a giant fireball, he's keeping an eye on you now.
How can he see us from the center of the rock?
Because you were illuminated by a giant fireball that hit a bunch of trucks you were next to.
But hug rock. He can see through rock.
Okay, he's looking in the general direction. He can't see you directly right now, but he knows the general direction you were running.
About that.
So
Yeah,
if you
let's
double
read
back, he might not notice. But right now he
He
saw
would actually be able to see you from where you started from.
where you started from
That's where
and
he's
running
gonna
over.
start from.
He could see
Well,
he could see you right here, and he saw which way you're going, so he kind of has an idea.
Yeah, he just saw you running this direction, so he's just watching out for when you start merging over here. Or else he would probably attack you at this point if he actually could, because you're basically vulnerable out in the middle of nowhere, and you have no idea he's there.
So he attacks.
No, he doesn't know where you're at, right? He knows your general idea at this point. He knows you're generally around here, but he doesn't know where. So he could easily attack there and be wrong, and then yeah, he's kind of screwed because you can have him for KFC at that point.
Oh, I don't know if he can jump that high. Yeah, okay.
Well, you get the point.
I can,
More like
but
Chick-fil-A. No.
besides that, remember I have my token or my key blast.
Well, yeah, but you don't know where he is. He don't know he's there either. Both right now.
That was in response to blind.
Right, fair enough. Right. Okay, so everybody had their turn. We're gonna get one final turn from the bad guys because this is where things get fun, and then we'll go ahead and call it an evening. So they explode. He wasn't lying or wasn't deceiving. The two explode in a fiery hellball that can be heard miles around.
What's the radius of the explosion and damage?
The radius is 20 feet on all sides. The damage, anything in there is obliterated. If you were in there, you probably would have been hurt a hell of a lot.
I'm glad we moved then.
You would have been hurt. I doubt you would have died, but damn it if you didn't really
that
feel
bird
it.
is dead. That's for sure.
That is...
Yeah, that bird is completely dead.
Unfortunately, so much. Well,
4.
actually, you just knocked the sucker out, right?
Yes, and he's within the radius of the explosion. He's super dead. Really bad.
Actually, I could probably roll his if you really want to know, I could probably roll his defense and see if he actually managed to survive.
Val might need to make a roll.
Granted, yeah, it's going to be slim pickings, but he might have survived, but very badly burned.
I mean, that's
Val's behind the corner. She was speaking, and also she's got the trees between her and the wall.
It,
the blast.
It probably helps that he's
was
the bird's laying on the ground more than actually being standing up, so he gets the full brunt of the blast. But
So
in any case,
block is 5 feet.
Roughly.
Yeah, I mean,
So
sir, you can roll to see if he's alive just off of
that
that.
diagonal.
all right.
Just off the
Yeah, but the
diagonal.
trees are a little bit wider than what you're seeing, buddy.
All right, in all
Yeah,
seriousness,
shoot
does
for it.
anybody want to know if he's alive or dead?
Sure.
It's your
Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, give me a quick second here while I map this out.
I mean, and hey, if he does magically manage to live, you have a random mook that you can turn into a recurrent character. Good old Scarface. Or Two-Face or whatever.
That's
What
if
did
he
you just-
survives and then survives not getting caught when the rest of the troops barge in that are amousing around.
Yeah, he's alive. He
What the
rolled.
fuck happened?
He
What
rolled.
happened here?
He rolled really damn well.
Explosion.
Yeah. The it exploded. Those things exploded. By the way, you all heard that. Everybody heard that. Everything heard that, including these things.
Everything heard that, including beyond the wall, the rock wall.
I don't know what rock wall you're talking about. It just looks like a normal
You would
cliffside.
think, you would think,
Okay.
What
think
things?
by now the military would be mobilizing to fucking help us.
Actually, at this point, that probably
I
caught their
respect
attention a little bit too.
civilization. You know what? Fuck it.
Also, speaking of explosions, what does the grenade do?
It
Right.
explodes.
I was getting to that. So that large nuke is exploded, and then the grenade explodes. Of course, the Griffin gets caught up in the blast.
Wouldn't the shrapnel also help too?
Well, that's what I'm rolling for. Of course, this was one of the more powerful grenades. You know, it almost felt like some sort of vindictive force from beyond the world really wanted to hurt a robot for some reason, and failed.
I said, I see what you're doing. Have it back.
Sweet,
Aether
6.
frag grenade.
Okay, so the grenade grenade knocks the Griffin back about 5 feet, and he definitely got hit by it. However, he is still standing, though very hurt. Surprisingly, his armor actually saved him a lot more from the grenade than you would thought possible. Plus, the distance helped. Go figure. So yeah, you guys heard 2 explosions now. Val didn't. The grenade wasn't quite as loud as the giant booming, plus the ears are probably ringing a little bit. Blue, you also heard the giant explosion, ringing ears, all that fun stuff.
And we're probably too far to hear the grenade.
Yep. No, you guys didn't hear the grenade. However, everybody here did. So now all the Griffins are on alert here. Not that they weren't already because of either bodies or the fact that they were already being shot at or throwing grenades. So not like it's much left to hide there. So as we stand.
Hold on.
Hmm?
Would that potentially cause a stun by audio?
Yeah, because it could. I'm about to start rolling that.
Actually, it causes a stun by audio and Toa. You're snowblind for 3 turns now.
Oh no.
God damn it.
Well, mostly I was asking for sake of Rusty.
Wait,
Yeah, 'cause
just
Rusty-
behind Val.
Yeah, Rusty.
Well, no, Rusty's about 5 feet behind. She's actually chunked, but she's still gonna feel. I'm gonna roll to see if she can actually get stunned or not.
Yeah, it is a loud
Roll your own
explosion.
perception.
Yeah.
Wait, wouldn't I be snowblind too?
You're not.
Because my eye.
No. Toa unfortunately is a lot more. Toa.
I was closer.
Well, Toa is actually a lot more susceptible because he is a pure mechanical being, as you just have the single eye. If anything, you might have a slight stigmatism for a bit.
Oh, okay.
You
Plus-
besides, you still be able to see.
Plus, in all honesty, Toa's been hit by a lot of more aetheric blasts. It just was a buildup that took a while to finally hit his system.
5 out of 8. 5 out of 8. So I don't know if she doesn't get fully stunned, but she definitely probably gets knocked through a loop.
She gets about a turn or two of stun from the sound. The ringing in the ear. The ringing in the ear.
So wait, what? So if this is a sound blast, why am I not affected then?
You're far enough that it's not going to hurt you. You can hear the hell out of it, but it's not going to hurt your
You're far
ears.
enough from both explosions, you're not affected.
No.
Actually,
So
yeah,
I'm right
Sapphire
next
wouldn't
to-
be
and
either.
I'm right next to Silence, so I technically heard both of the blasters, but didn't get.
Well, let's see, we have one blast about here, then the bigger blast way over here. You guys are safe distance from both of those. Toa is, what, 3 blocks away from that one, so he's getting affected. The rest of us...
Well, Toa's not being affected by the
this big
grenade.
one.
Actually, Toa's being affected more by the big explosion. Because
Yeah, because
it was
ether.
aetheric triggered explosion.
Wait,
Okay.
what the fuck?
Oh, wait. I still have my...
Wait, where did
yeah,
this
I
dude
have
come from?
Aether degradation.
He was hiding in the
I got
bushes.
him
He's
in
making his
the
strike to
line.
try to take him out. I actually have characters hiding in some areas that you guys don't know about.
Oh,
Yeah,
I also
and
forgot
shouldn't
I
he-
have an I
So
forgot I
how-
had an Aether suit on. Huh.
What?
Yeah, I have an Aether suit.
No, you
as
don't.
my armor.
An aether
Isn't
suit.
that it? Wouldn't
He
that
does actually
fucking...
have an aether suit.
That is literally like wearing wearing a suit made out of freaking radiation rods when
For
you're in
you.
freaking Fallout. What the hell?
He's been wearing an aether suit or a radiation the entire time since I first joined. It's every time I've looked at his character sheet, it's been there.
That makes no damn sense.
He's been walking around in hazmat suit this entire time,
Oh,
and none of us
You
noticed.
you have a natural speed penalty in -1. You shouldn't have been able to do some of the moves you've been able to do.
And
I'll take this as snowblind still.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also,
And I'll have to read up on that suit.
yeah.
Okay, here's what it says. Protects wearer from intense amounts of concentrated aether. Any aether radiation difficulty rank 6 or lower can be ignored. I'm pretty sure this was bigger than a 6.
Yeah.
Besides that, I think it's fair since he didn't realize.
Well,
nobody
actually,
else who was wearing it.
let's
that
put
he
it.
Doesn't have it right now.
Let's put it out at this point. He's been wearing a protective suit that probably is not exactly meant for battle in battlefields. I'm pretty sure there's at least a rip or two at this point.
Yeah, Tyler, that's the thing. For this,
In all honesty, this is kind of feels a little Hail Mary-ish, Toa, and I don't know.
No, legitimately, he has been wearing it.
No, he has been.
Nobody's been using it.
Yeah.
He hasn't been in battle enough to actually have been.
And he literally washed himself in a shower with the suit on.
Shot, so yeah, there may be a hole.
Actually, perfect. You have a hole in the suit. That's why the Aether didn't hit till now. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
Besides that, even if you didn't, it would.
Oh, no. Hold the phone. Wouldn't this also mean that since Toa got shot at, wouldn't that also make holes?
Yes. Yeah, it made a hole. We just established that. We just established that him getting shot made a hole in the suit.
Pretty much. That's pretty. He's got a hole in the suit now, and that's why he got Aether blind. He's got snow blind now for a few turns.
Besides that, Toa, you need to upgrade your CR.
You could also do Aether degradation instead of just flat out snowblind, but I'll take it anyways.
I could, but I won't. Besides, the explosion was big enough that it literally nuked an entire block area. It's snowblind, man.
This whole area is literally lit up and smoky as fuck.
The thing is a crater now. There's a giant crater, and a griffin is lucky to be alive.
Very lucky.
Wait, that means he could also be corrupted by the Aether.
The reoccurring Luke, he's twin-faced now.
Question, not the motivations of the GM. My word is law. Anyway, I think that's about it for this now. Everybody's good. Toa, you got down that you're going to be snow blinded for 3 turns. The bat is deafened by stunned for turn and a half. And of course, now the entirety of everything in the field is aware something is going on. Granted, they're not necessarily aware of your existence, but the giant explosion would definitely get attention.
So what we ended there with was the end result of the explosions. So we start.
Don't forget to save, boss.
With their actions.
Actually, no, they already did their actions.
The enemy already did their turn.
They already did their actions? Because I thought they had another set of attacks to do now.
Well, actually, the only people that have a set of attacks to do would technically be the teal and the black one that are next to Toa, because they are within line sight and can fire at him. And he's still blinded too, by the way.
By the way, snowblind, did you use 2 of your style points for that second?
Let's say yes. I will say yes. Yes, I did.
And this is within reason and not upset. I love having my cheat sheet up right next to me.
Right. All right. So, are we all good and we all set for next week?
Yep.
All right.
How many experience and how many style points?
We're getting another Mystery Skulls video, animated video on Mystery Bins on the 13th.
Cool.
But
Two.
We'll see if it's a continuation or not. It's Halloween.
And hopefully, and I can't wait for the Helsinga Bridge to come out this month too.
Helsinga Bridge?
Yep. The final one too. They're going to close it out.
Yeah. The OVAs. I don't know.
Yep. Okay, so the OVAs weren't real. Yeah. So yeah, I will go ahead and save, and with that, we will also go ahead and end the stream here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We will be back next week for more shenanigans, explosions, and Eloise Roan. Sorry, I can resist. But we will see you all later. Peace out.
Right.
All right.
Okay, so